Hey guys, I thought I'd do a video here just to help those of you who are looking to do a TV lift and just bring you in on the project that I did for myself, actually as a surprise for my wife. She had asked me to put a TV in the living room for years, and I refused to do it because I just figured it would become the hangout spot, and with kids, the mess that would be left behind. And so we have a TV in the basement, and that kind of was the place. But we can't get a large couch down there, so the narrow couches we have down there just weren't comfortable. We have nice big couches in our living room. I came up with the idea of seeing if I could put a TV behind the piano, and something that could be out of the way, that she would have the remote for, and that can lift up from behind the piano. I have a lot of meetings in my living room each week, and so I didn't want a stationary TV there that would kind of just be something on the wall hanging. So I began to research TV lifts. Found one that was on Amazon, and you can look for the one that you want. You'll have to determine the size of your TV. The measurements of your TV would definitely help to know how high you want the lift to go. The measurements of the lift, usually on Amazon, there's a picture of the measurements too, that you're able to know the height of the lift from the bottom to the top. And then it will give you the description as to how tall it will go. Usually it gives you the measurement within the lift as to how much the lift will expand. But truly knowing the measurement of your TV, and that's from one end of the TV to the next, not just the screen size, that will give you a better idea as to what size you'll need, depending on the space. But then also, it'll help you determine how high the TV will need to go. Okay? So I basically started as a surprise to my wife. I had, ordered everything in. Took several weeks for the lift to come in. Again, going through customs, I think it took a bit longer that way. When I did receive it, I had done a lot of measurements beforehand, but when I received it, the measurements that I had taken in having the lift totally made the difference. So you're able to kind of put it on the floor, lift it up, and then kind of see how high it's going to be. But it really helps to have another person with you when you're testing it out. I tested it out with the TV on it and just holding the lift in place to ensure that my measurements were going to be correct. The good thing about that is because the measurements I took, they were kind of exact measurements. And so when I got the TV on the lift and kind of holding it in place and having it lift up to the full extension, I was able to see that the bottom of the TV was going to be hidden under the piano, just under the top of the piano. And then when I retracted it, it looked fine being retracted, but I was going to lose a bit of TV screen under the piano. So I then got just a piece of 2x4 that would go on the floor. I think it was more of a 1x2, kind of a 1-inch lift is all I needed. So I put that on the floor, and what I also did was I put a 2x4 against the back wall. So I wasn't going directly on the wall. I put a 2x4, secured that, and then I put the TV on there, just because, as you can see in the picture, that I have picture frames on the wall. So I wanted to still keep the living room look, and I didn't want to have to remove the pictures and have the lift go directly against the wall. So I put a piece of wood for first, a 2x4, and then secured that, and then had the lift against that. I also determined the clearance that I would need from the corner of the wall as to how far the piano would come out once the lift was behind there. So make sure you measure. Measurement is the key, and making sure you have good strong studs on the wall. I put a sound bar in front on the top of the piano too, Black sound bar, again, not as visible. I have the Apple TV there also, which was good. I'll play the video so you can see how it comes up. It is not too noisy, but you do hear it coming up. So, but I kind of was playing it with it when everyone was sleeping and no one woke up. So it's not too loud, volume-wise. The other thing is that, when it's retracting too, you have to make sure it's balanced. The first time I had it on, it wasn't as balanced as it could be, and therefore the TV was shaking a bit. And so make sure it's securely fastened to the lift. The lift will be secure, but you got to make sure that the TV is secure also, so that when it comes up, it's not shaking through the vibration at all. But yeah, it works really well. I hope you enjoy the video. Give it a like if you want, give comments if you want, ask questions if you want. Hopefully it works out for you. Give me some feedback and let me know how it goes. All right, take care. Bye.